The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your brain.
Now Burrow on first down. That's complete to John Ross. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Bengal first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First carry here for Joe Mixon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Flush to his right. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
At the 23-yard line.
From the gun, this will be McFarland. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down 5 to the 4. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. McFarland running out of the gun. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Bengals' 8-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
1st down, Bengals.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
To Joe Mixon.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 44. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Here's Burrow.
Cincinnati.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Cameron Hayward able to record his 5th sack of the season. To at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Burrow will throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bud Dupree, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
3rd and long.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this throw will be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to pull one over his head as this game progresses.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First down, Cincinnati.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
And the Bengals
from the gun to give to Mixon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They run with Hines, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's complete right around the 8. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown,
Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point.
The kick is good.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score, Bengals 7, Steelers 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
At the 30-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now we'll run with McFarland. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And the pressure gets to him again.
Dwayne Haskins.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this will be taken at the 13. 54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
On the pickup.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
First down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Joe Mixon. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
brought down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into it.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Complete.
John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 30-yard line.
On 2nd down, McFarland. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
He may try and run for this. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the first.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Haskins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
1st down, Bengals.
from the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
At the Steelers' 9-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
On the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. And the Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Running with McFarland. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. On the ground, it's McFarland. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Steps away to his left. Past the 20. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And it's caught. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They'll run here with McFarland. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run with McFarland. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 4-yard line.
Here's McFarland, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
From the gun, Haskins, and he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Carl Lawson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try.
A 30-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.